Hi, I'm Bob Fox, and we're at Facility Fusion in Vancouver, Canada. And there's been a lot of discussion here about reducing space, cutting costs, and trying to save organizations money. So we've decided to ask some professionals and experts that are here at the conference to get their opinion about how to determine the appropriate amount of space for an individual in the workplace.
For people to find the right kind of workspace, I would start first with what it is that they need to do.
One of the most important things about deciding the ideal space for someone is the amount of focus time they need.
So what we're really talking about is a combination of personal needs and organizational needs.
The way that we determine how many square feet to give per person is really based on benchmarking.
The appropriate size workplace. I think it needs to be as big as it needs to be.
People will need different space areas in different activities that they perform during the day.
Space really dependent on an individual's work needs.
It's definitely a combination of ergonomics, technology, functionality that the individual requires, and cost. So, but probably the biggest factor is ergonomics to make sure.
The type of business and the industry they're in.
We've been shrinking workstations to its maximum capacity without really thinking about the work that's necessarily being done within those workstations.
And I look at the environment that I've created over the years to accommodate my technology needs.
The size is going to be dependent upon what you got to do.
We're looking at reducing sizing and providing more flexibility and choice of the types of work points that we provide. So
I would look at what the employee's function is and what they're doing and what they need to be close to and how much interaction they need to have with other employees.
You first have to look at the performance that they have to do each day.
And I think that the best way to figure these things out is to look at how people do their jobs.
Collaborative time and whether they'll be engaging in any face-to-face meetings or whether they'll be...
As we've all said, one size does not fit all.
Any other people in the industry craft at home is maybe where people should look at what does the workplace of the future look like. I've seen even a big switch, a shift from even very traditional firms, companies like law firms where everybody had a private office, moving to more collaborative and open environments.
It's what the individual wants, which is respectful of background, culture, and so on, what the job they're doing is, and also what the company itself, the sponsoring organization, needs for that person to be successful.
If they have that ability to determine which tools work best for them, even if it's just the array of how many screens that they like to work on, then you
have a combination sit-stand environment. I have 5 large screens.
Actually, most of us working on screens. It's that high strain.
We've done. So over the years, we've allocated a certain size workstation based on the needs of the individuals.
And the question is, how are you going to understand the changes in their patterns?
In other words, it's all about what you're trying to accomplish. Yeah.
What do I need? I don't need a lot of space right now. But when I just need to concentrate, all I need is just something small enough where I can just think.
To stereotyping different types of workers by categories and assuming that they can do XYZ work in these workstations that we've created with them, so long as we've provided ancillary spaces like short stay rooms and that type of thing.
Typical benching type stations of say 4 meters are often provided, but we're supporting those spaces with enclosed spaces that can support either focus work or collaboration.
Looked at it historically and tried to reduce it a little bit in our latest footprints. So we're now looking at approximately 6 by 7.
I recently did a project where we ended up with 8 by 8 workstations because of the sheer amount of materials, live materials that the employees needed.
So I'd say focus on what you got to do, create activity-based settings, and make them work.